What made you uh, even say yes to come on here? Just out of curiosity.
Well, you know, I just got your email and you know, um I checked out one of your podcasts and I thought that the vibe was
Oh,
was really cool.
which
So
one? Which one did you
I
listen to?
I felt like it was a really thoughtful and positive vibe, and
Oh,
interesting.
thanks.
So I felt comfortable to come on with you guys and to yeah, it was with your philosophy professor,
Oh,
your old
Uriah
philosophy
Uriah
professor.
Kriegel or Jeff Kripal, maybe. Either of them are good.
Uh, I think I if I'm not mistaken, he was either Israeli or had just come from Israel.
Okay, yeah, it was Uriah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that one was a super fun one too. And like I said, I just met Uriah. I graduated this past May from Rice University here in Houston from their music school, and I didn't ever meet Uriah while I was there, but I was working a little coffee job, and I ended up meeting him there. And I said, "Hey, man, will you just come on the podcast and we can talk shop, aka life?" And that's how it works. And so, like I'm saying, we're just happy you're here. And
yeah.
another question I have for you, and it's kind of regarding manifestation and all this kind of stuff. Some days I'm walking around, and I know Armin's walking around too, and we're like, this is really, it's almost like breathtaking that we're alive and everything is happening, and also it's so arbitrary that it's flabbergasting. It's just so arbitrary,
Yeah,
which is
man.
okay. And I'm wondering, somebody like you who has been walking around probably thinking that, but also making historic music and this kind of stuff. What are you thinking when we're talking about greater scale life? What this all means, why it may seem arbitrary right now, but maybe it's not, maybe it is. I just kind of want your take on that.
Yeah, that's a really great question, and I feel that so much too. That I just sometimes I just look at my hands and
Yes.
how am I incorporated into this body?
Yeah.
And it's so yeah, it feels like you said so arbitrary and yet at the same time it's so it's so achingly beautiful that
Mm.
we have this very short time and I think a lot about how we just happen to be the particular people who are alive at this moment and like one of the things I think about is like when you think about how many people are alive right now and you think wow there's so many people like 8 billion people are alive right now on the planet, but then I think well how many people aren't alive who
Mm-hmm.
have been alive on the planet, and then you start to think of that number
Mm.
and then think of how lucky we are to just be sharing this moment right now
Yeah.
and to be the particular ones who happen to be alive right now. And I kind of believe that that everyone who has been alive and is always alive in the time that they were, in the sense of everything that we do um, will live forever because we're putting energy out into the universe, which will never go away. We
Mm-hmm.
might go away, but the things that we do will live forever on to the future. And so I kind of believe that everybody who has ever been alive is will always be alive
Mm.
in the time that they were living. It may not be now. We're experiencing this moment, but you know that's the strange thing about time, is that like you can think of time as being this moment going forward, but who's to say it's not every moment?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like everything that has happened is accessible in that way if you were able to skip around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we would just be the part of the song that is playing at the moment, but the rest of the song is still there, you know. It's like all you have to do is play it again. And that makes me feel warm. That makes me feel like a lot of camaraderie with the human race, and you know, and with just life itself. And just I feel basically like I'm passing through these moments, and I have this body, and I'm able to do things with it, and let's do all we can while we can.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the other thing, whatever that is.
Are you tired of the government trying to calcify your pineal gland and turn you into nothing more than a working zombie? Look no further, because the Houston Ensemble has now been sponsored by the amazing Epic Water Filters. Tell us what they do, Armin.
Epic Water Filter is the only true filtration system you need. All these other filtration systems skip out on so many terrible chemicals and minerals that are still in your water and that you should not be drinking.
Fluoride, chromium, lead, all these other things that you do not want in your water. We've got water bottles with filters on them. We've got home installation filters. We've even got pitchers. Right now you can get 20% off any of these items on epicwaterfilters.com if you use our discount code Houston Ensemble, all lowercase, one word.
That's Houston Ensemble, lowercase, one word, for 20% off your Epic Water Filter.